More K-pop confessions and opinions, you know the drill. It's an inevitable fact, but the moment your fave group becomes super popular, be ready for the wave of toxic fans. As a stay, in a span of the last couple of months, Stray Kids got really popular, and so obviously the fans got crazy toxic, and the members had to apologize so many times. It's also seen like other big groups like BTS with ARMYs, Blackpink with Blinks, and Hypen with Engines. Every fandom that was once chill now has an unbelievable amount of toxic fans now. By Strawberry, thank you Strawberry, but yes, the more popular something gets, the more toxic the fandom is, and that's really for anything. With K-pop, we've seen with BTS, Blackpink, and Hypen, Twice, even Stray Kids. Like, there's always a certain level where like more people you meet, the more likely you're gonna meet an awful person. That's just how it is, and it's pretty much the same with TV shows. Like very niche TV shows, everyone's like, "Oh, this show is so good. Oh my gosh, yes, I love that show." It's like, why hasn't anybody seen that show? It's so good, and you easily connect with people. They're like, "Oh yeah, I've seen Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, I like Game of Thrones, but only the first 7 seasons. The last season sucked." And then there'll always be one person that, "Oh, but the 8th season is actually pretty good." So I guess you didn't really admire the efforts of everybody that was involved. Like, no, it's not like that. There's gonna meet a lot of toxic fans if there's a lot of fans out there, and the biggest case is for sports. Like, for example, I'm a big fan of soccer or football, depending on what you want to call it. And like, yeah, here's the thing. If it wasn't as popular as it is, there wouldn't be as many toxic fans. Like literally at the stadium, you hear fans fully cursing, go like, "Oh, you stupid idiot," and all of that. So yeah, it's really the case of popularity. The more popular, the more people, the more toxicity there will be. And it's unfortunate, but as long as you ignore that, you can still have a good time. Am I wrong for this? I've been a Blink for years now, and I don't know how I generally feel. Like, I mean, I love Blackpink, but the ticket prices are expensive, and if it really is like their last concert, then it may be even a waste of money or not worth it. And the fact that there's no comeback before the tour is shocking. I feel like they could have done better on preparing a comeback before saying there's a tour. I want to defend Blackpink, but I don't think I can anymore. And it's even more shocking to me that ever since I started standing Blackpink, they only had a few comebacks, but all the groups I started standing recently have had more than that. First of all, please learn to use a full stop, because I needed to auto full stop in each sentence. But overall, you are not wrong for this. I agree, but here's the thing, with K-pop concerts, it's always going to be super expensive. Any concert nowadays is super expensive because first of all, inflation. But secondly, also, you know, you have to think about they're like renting the venue, they have hotels that they're staying at, they have stylists, hair people, what are hair people called? Hairstylists, hairdressers, I don't know. Stage coordinators, stage managers, stage sets, choreographers, backup dancers, maybe even an MC, a host, a translator, and then they have to pay for like the touring vehicles that they're gonna be riding in, and the food that they have to eat, and then for the idols themselves, the managers of themselves, all of that. Plus, they're coming from a whole different country, so that's also including plane tickets, visas. There's so many things that they have to pay off, so therefore it will cost way more. And with it being whole Blackpink's last concert, I don't know the whole situation, but we haven't had like a proper comeback from Blackpink in a while. All we had was Jump this year, which was decent, but it didn't really feel like a comeback. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels like that, but it didn't really feel like a comeback. But who knows what's gonna happen? At least Rose won Song of the Year for Aperture. That's good news. Meh. Love 17 though, a huge carrot. 17 are great. Who doesn't love 17? Watching lives even when you don't understand what they are saying. Honestly, yeah. For some reason, it just feels very comforting in a way. I don't know what it is, but like even when I don't understand what they're saying, but they're constantly talking and just looking at what people are saying, I just have it on there and I do my own thing and it just feels comforting. I don't know if that makes me seem weird or whatever, but that's how I personally feel. And you know, I don't know any Korean at all, but overall, it's just fun to have. It's just comforting to have. I personally enjoy it. It is what it is. I told someone on Roblox Bumgyu was my secret husband and made them look him up. They said he was an ugly femboy. First of all, that's not funny. My gosh, he's okay. First of all, he's not ugly, okay, and he's not a femboy. Let's search him up on Pinterest first. He's not really giving Femboy, I guess with his hair, and he has quite soft features, but you know, a very good sharp jawline. But the rest of his features are pretty soft. I I I understand where they're coming from, especially in this picture. I see what they mean, but you know, he's definitely not ugly. But yeah, he's not. I'm pretty sure he's not a femboy. If he doesn't identify as a femboy, then he's not. Okay, leave it at that. You. He's a great artist, a great idol, and that's something we can all agree on. Alright, Chad, I basically think that these K-pop stands might even be bots at this point. Should stop saying blank, boing boing, blank, next Sally / Moonbin, or blank is better. Cause bro, what the hell do you mean? It's also low-key disrespectful as well. Your lover, J-Hope, Smeep. I don't know what that means, but okay. But yeah, those people that put those comments, and there's still people that still put those comments. I don't understand why, but yeah, first of all, the blank boing boing, that's gross because they do it especially to minor K-pop idols, which is illegal and gross. Like, why? Why did you mean that? When I said boing boing, I thought it was some sort of TikTok dance, but no, they mean something else, and I want to punch them. And then blank next Sully or Moonbin is completely disrespectful towards every K-pop idol, especially Sully and Moonbin. People even say Junghyun as well. Like, and Kara's Hara. Like, listen, you need to stop that. Like, you don't know who they are, and it's completely disrespectful. And the fact that you do such things makes me wonder how little life you have in this world to spend your time doing that. And it's absolutely shocking and devastating. And saying blank is better. Listen, if you think they're better, then watch them. There's no need to tell them that. Like, K-pop is competitive, but it's not a competition. It is what it is. If you enjoy who you enjoy, then focus on them. And if you want to put other K-pop groups down, don't. There's no point in that. Yeah, it's totally useless. What you're doing is useless, and if what you're doing is useless, then you're being useless, alright? So stop trying to make K-pop more competitive than it is. My opinion is that I think Plave / other virtual groups are great, but people look down on them just because they're virtual / use an avatar. Please support Plave and A on it. Number 1, kldrice cause plea. Oh no, kldrice cause number 1 plea. If you know, you know. Okay. I see the bubbles. I see the bunny. I don't know who wrote this. Oh yeah, honestly, Plave, they're really great. They make great music. I feel like what I don't like is if the group is like what they made was AI. I'm hugely against using AI to create art. That's what I'm against. But if they're making their own music and they just have electronic avatars or characters, I think that's really cool. Like using like CGI and stuff, like motion capture suits. That's really cool. That's what I'm for. Plave deserve better and A on it. They're also really good. I honestly, it would be great to have more virtual groups so we can protect the identities of the actual idols, and because that's needed much more in K-pop. Okay, not long ago, I was about to cry. I lost my Nicki photo card. Turns out, I gave it to my cousin, so I was low-key searching for it for no reason. I would rather spend hours finding that Nicki photo card than study for exam. By your lovely Sunny. Am I crazy for this, Eldrick? Keep up the videos, Kendrick Lamar. I wish I was Kendrick Lamar. I wish I was K-Dot. That would be amazing. Let me know if I should make a rap song. I'll do my best. But yeah, how long did you actually spend time searching for that Nicki photo card? Because don't tell me it was actually for hours. Because when you say hours, that means a couple episodes of Vampire Diaries, even more episodes of One Piece, actually studying for your exam, cleaning your room, doing something productive rather than looking for a piece of paper of Nicki. There's more to that. And like, yes, I know people say, oh, but photo cards come from the album and it's made by a special thing. Like, it's, you can print it. Let's be honest. You can print it. That's just, you can look it up on Pinterest. It's most likely on Pinterest. Alright, let's just be chill about it. Oh my gosh. I thought this was going to be a short video because everyone was sending short confessions. Okay. This is the long one. Everybody strap in. Whatever happened to Kiss of Life was just really sad because their music is full of bangers. The talent is crazy. they were just getting big, which is a big highlight because they're from a small company and they just ruined their entire career as if they didn't have a single idea about what they were doing. It's insane. Never seen a group cancelled this bad. Also, NMIXX is underrated. Blackpink is overrated. I get it. Blackpink, their mothers and iconic, but I mean that doesn't mean they're better than legit everybody else. And Vinx need to stop being so damn cringe. Coming to NMIXX, I could write a whole essay about why they deserve more. First of all, they are the most vocally talented group of 4th gen. I kind of agree, along with Purple Kiss, but they're disbanding, unfortunately. And if you don't agree, I don't care. Argue with the wall. Or you're one of those people that say argue with the wall. Okay, minus points there. You have to admit they are the vocal leaders of 4th gen as a group, as a whole group, as a group whole, as a whole group, as a group whole. A group whole is something different. Their recent album, FE3, I'm not going to say the whole thing, was probably the best album of 2025. It was a very good album. It was an all-rounded vibe, 5 fun and mix, and fresh concept and K-pop coded songs, and one ballad that suited perfectly, Ocean. Papillon was crazy. The ad-libs of everything was serving. Barely anybody paid attention. MX 4th gen icons. I'm a girl group stan, except for Stray Kids, Kickflip, and Hypin', so I've been observing some groups recently. Baby Monster still doesn't feel fresh. Love them, but the songs still kind of boring. You're gonna get flack for that. I always press skip when the songs come up on my playlist. Let's be honest, they had a huge downfall since Baddie. Mine was great, well, except for Baddie itself. I've switched it good, to be honest. I like the songs too, but Empathy was kind of a flop. Whew. Okay. I think I've domestically has been doing it insane though. We gotta admit that. The Seraphim, great still, but Hot didn't hit right for me. Idle songs kind of make me cringe these days. An all-day project are going to be revolutionary. How long ago have these confessions been? Twice seems forgotten, just like Stray Kids, which is sad because Stray Kids is my favorite group. Their songs are still great. Fans are just too impatient. I don't know. Hollow was so amazing. Meow is doing amazing too. Lit right now deserves more attention. Itchy did honestly damn incredible with Girls Will Be Girls. It officially hurts me that they still aren't getting attention the way they did back then. Bring Itchy back. Hyben is doing well, and I love and respect them. Though not being a fan of their recent release, YG needs to focus on Baby Monster and Blackpink. The Black label made a great choice debuting all-day project, but after their debut, I really hope they focus on Meow and Johnso Me. Because where the F is she? She completely disappeared after Ice Cream. Katsai, they aren't K-pop, but I have to talk about them. kldrice, I know you're gonna crash out with this, but Gnarly was a vibe. Wait for the whole thing though. The beats and all was a vibe. I get it. The instrumental hit hard, yeah, but the vocals in tune wasn't it for me either. Okay, neither the lyrics obviously, but they really made history with Gabriella. Gabriella was fantastic. Honestly, it was such a fresh and fun concept. I loved it. The vocals were heavenly. Kickflip deserves a dang lot more attention. They have a lot of potential. I think I'm done with Idol. Starting to still a legend though. I feel like I've spoken about the entire current K-pop industry, but not enough. Well, whatever, I'll spare you from burning your eyes from reading more. Yes, I did write a whole essay about K-pop. That's it for now. And audience, if you want K-pop updates, edits, infos, vids, line distributions, etc., sub to Mixday 2K K-pop spellbook on YouTube. Yep, that's me. Peace out. If this was an actual essay, if this was like a percentage, I'll give it an 85 to 87%. All right. I'd say the layout could have been spaced out better. Please use paragraphs next time. The wording was very well chosen. But please digress from using brain rot linguistics. I'm actually trying to sound like a teacher here, but overall great essay, and yes, ended it very nicely. And then I would say give a better introduction, but yeah, I would say these are like the 3 paragraphs and the conclusion of an essay. You know, there's no introduction, but just went right straight into it. Great essay there. Good job. 86%. I'll give you 86% for that essay. Send me more. No, don't send me more essays, please. Please don't do that. I don't want to read essays. I was like, these videos would be like an hour long. And if you want hour-long confession videos, let me know. But then, you know, I need to get more computer space. That's a whole different topic. Let's move on. Stray Kids isn't as good as it was anymore. And it's good to stream and all that, but bruh, go outside. Like, enjoy the music when it's actually a good moment to listen to it. You know what I mean? Okay, that was very shady. I guess, like, Stray Kids have been sounding less like Stray... No. Or his album. I really like the latest album. I really liked it. I guess it sounds less like them, if that's what you're trying to say. That's how I feel. But I still really enjoy Stray Kids music. I always like Stray Kids. They're my boys. They're the Aussie boys, Felix and Chan. So yeah, I will always love them. Unless, they end up being like murderers. Then no. There are some K-pop artists who I randomly dislike for no reason. I just get a bad vibe from them. I'm like that with everybody. Not everybody, but like I'm like that with people in general. If I can sense like a bad vibe with them, I'm like, I gotta keep my eye out for them. They seem pretty shady. Like there are people I don't vibe with, but I know they're a good person. Like they're a good person, but like I wouldn't want to like go out with them or hang out with them and be like they're cool, but I wouldn't hang out with them. Whereas that there are people that'll be like, there's something off about them. Like I get what Dokes gets with Dexter. There's been those cases, and it's no different with K-pop idols because I don't truly know them. But everybody gets a vibe from everyone. During my K-pop days, I used to genuinely think that aespa were robots because of a YouTube video I saw. This was only for like 3 days until I realized they weren't there. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually were, because I don't know what SM do, but I think they have a cloning machine of some sort. But I don't know. I don't know how it is. But yeah, aespa, they're great. To be honest, I hate how sellers sell Wonyoung's photo cards in a very high price, but when it comes to Gao and Iso, it's so cheap. Like, please. It's really due to popularity. It's like cards on FC26 or FIFA games. The more popular a card is, the higher the price. That is photo cards. I compared K-pop photo cards to FIFA. I mean, kind of is, isn't it? You can just collect cards and then make a little group that you like. The only difference is you don't battle people online. Oh wait, ITZY and Hypen are underrated. Yes, like I feel like people are slowly forgetting about them. Like they deserve much more recognition than ITZY and Hypen collab. Oh, that would be amazing. Yeji and Hisung, Yeji and Nikki, Leah and Jay and Leah, Cherang and Nikki, Ryujin, Sanghun, Ryujin, Sanghun, and Yuna and Sun. There needs to be a collab now.